the book I'll be reviewing is The Courage to be Disliked. Like Aarti, I have another book club, and the book for the month is The Courage to be Disliked. Oh boy, a heavy, heavy, heavy book, but I'm happy I trudged through to the end, that I now will have to go back and reread certain parts and portions. It is a 5 on 5 for sure. It is a well-hyped book. I generally take my time picking up these hyped books, but in this case, I received at least 3 physical copies of the book from different sources saying you have to read it, you have to read it. And I picked it up for this particular book club meet. A definite 5 on 5 across all our grids: clarity of thought, uniqueness of topic, outcome, research. The only 2 aspects where I'm giving it a 4 is the connect and the writing style. And this has nothing to do with the author. The connect is more because the concepts are heavy, are counterintuitive, that it makes you think at every possible step, every chapter. What I liked: simple dialogue, short chapters, only 2 characters, the youth who has a whole lot of questions, and the philosopher who also answers with a lot of questions and analogies. What I didn't like: it's a heavy book, but it is philosophy and psychology combined, and a lot of negation and acceptance. So the I didn't like is not on the book, but it is on me. 2 authors have written it, and towards the end, it appears to me that it is more like one author is the youth, the other is the philosopher. And the entire concept, we've heard about Sigmund Freud, we've heard about a whole lot of other philosophers and psychologists and thoughts, but nobody knows about Alfred Adler, a German who was a contemporary of the time. And he starts with saying all life is meaningless. The key lessons for me from the book is my happiness is in my hands, live in the here and now, and it's okay if someone dislikes me. And for books that I really like, I end up writing my own review poem, which I'm going to read out to you. Like, dislike, good, bad, evil, past and future has no meaning. Life has no meaning. The only thing that has is my here and now. I exist to contribute to others. If they dislike it, it is okay. I am me as I am now and living here in my happiness. I choose to smile and decide to enjoy this moment and the next. I possess the courage to be disliked, to be happy. The choice is mine, has always been and will be. So that's the crux, my poem of the book. What it explores technically: how to be happy, how to be you, how to live in the moment. And one clear aspect which took a long while for me to reconcile with: screw the past. We have been caught in this chakkar that the past is defining who we are, and therefore it is going to define the future. And some of us here are speakers, and the author gives an analogy through the philosopher that we are on stage. It's a huge audience, and when the lights are dim, you can see up to the 10, 20 rows. But when you start speaking, the light is bright and you are completely blind. You don't know who's in the audience, and he says that's your future and that's your past. So all you can see is the 10 steps in front of you, which is the here and now, and you will need to learn how to live that happily. So do not hate yourself. Don't look for reasons to dislike you. Don't attribute things to the past. Competition says there's nothing. Competition is in my mind, because the core of the book is you live to contribute to the others. You live to contribute to the others without expecting a praise or a rebuke. You do it because you have to do it. Be okay as you are. And he says the crux of all human problems are interpersonal relations. So if you can sort yourself out and have the courage to be disliked and carry on with your life, you will be absolutely happy. So that's my short brief about the courage to be disliked. I would encourage each of you to pick it up merely to look into the mirror and question yourself. Am I so-and-so only because of the past on which I have no control? Or am I like this to have a better future over which I have no control again? So if I'm here, I'm fully here. And this is what I like doing. This is what is my contribution. And I carry on with my life. The courage to be disliked. It has a sequel which I intend to pick it up. Short chapters. So for those of you who like to read a little bit every day, this book alludes itself perfectly well. And I would say the book has found me and made me read it when I am mentally more open to accept Adlerian's psychology here. That I'm here, I choose to be happy, and I intend to continue the contribution to the others with zero expectation of any return or liking or disliking. So the courage to be disliked, and I'm going to pronounce the author's name, Ichiro Kishimi, who is a psychologist / philosopher, and his friend, student, Fumitake Koga, who has been instrumental in coming out with the book, with the saying that Socrates we all know because Plato wrote everything that Socrates said and spread it across. So Fumitake Koga approached Kishimi saying, let me be your Plato, let me write, and that's how the book came across.